Is this buy signal real? Trump's latest market shakeout together with CPI data is what we are going to focus on today. Hi everyone, and if you're new here, this channel is about live technical analysis and teaching you how to read the charts. If that sounds good, you know what to do. Please like and subscribe. You guys, today's big headline, inflation actually went down and no one saw that coming. For the first time in nearly 5 years, prices overall dropped a little bit with the core inflation, which leaves stuff out such as food and gas that jumps around actually a lot. These ones barely moved, and that's a huge deal. Now, why does it matter? It means things like flights, car insurance, and even used cars got cheaper last month, and that could mean your money are actually going a bit farther. Now, that's good news, right? Kind of, but here is the catch. This might be the calm before the storm, because we have the new tariffs, which we know are the extra taxes on stuff that we import, or the US, are going to kick in, which could take everyday things more expensive again, especially stuff from China, such as cars and even medicine. So while the feds, right, who are the feds? The feds are the folks who said the interest rates are probably happy to see inflation chill out for now. They're not rushing to make any big moves, and they have been super clear on that. They've said that they're holding steady for now, but Wall Street is already betting on rate cuts this summer. Bottom line, today's numbers give us a break, but that's not a time to relax, because prices could rise again soon and businesses are going to feel the squeeze trying to keep up with their customers and trying to keep customers happy without jacking up prices up again. Now, for regular people like me and you, this is your chance to catch really your breath a little bit, but stay smart with your money. That's what I'm planning to do, because the next few months could get really bumpy. Stay tuned as we break it all down live today and on the charts, and see what that means for us and on the charts and for our wallets. And yeah, we need to see what's happening with this economy, because things are going crazy. Okay, hit that like button and drop your thoughts in the chat. So let's talk about what's really going on right now. First of all, let's say hi. I was gonna say happy, but hi. Car Crypto is here. Larry is, I think, one of our new members here. Ed is here. Of course, Sugar Cookie Music Check. Thank you. I don't even have to ask. Steve is here. Hi, what's up? All is good. Dottie's here. We have our low cap absolute legend here as well. And GB is someone I haven't seen before. CNL, first time here with Gabby. So hello, I saw you on another channel, Aaron. Sorry, you have to get CNLG. You have to get used to my stuttering. And I like your way explaining the charts. Thank you so much. Kun 1K, woohoo. Yes, you guys, we have reached 1K. Can you believe it? I actually can't believe it. And you know, GB likes my charts. That's really sweet. Thank you, you guys. Start dropping stuff in the chat, because you know, once I change the screen, the entire chat disappears, and there were so many lovely words. And also, hello, inflation down. Yeah, it's absolutely insane. Hima is here, legit is here. You guys, honestly, what do you think? Inflation is going down. Do you think that Trump actually knew something about it, even though he seems like to not be, like, you know, besties with Jay Powell? Code glitch, more subscribers to come. Yeah, everyone is welcome. I hope, you know, we're creating a community of hardworking people who want to learn about the charts. And, you know, at the end of the day, me and my community, we're doing like the same thing. We're all on the same page. We're all grinding really hard. We're not grinding for ourselves, right? We're grinding for our families. So, you know, we all have a purpose, and we want to make it for everyone that's close to us, right? So keep it going, you guys. I'm here to support you. Okay, we're running a bit like, you know, I'm just like talking shit here, but anyway, talking eek. All right, cool. Moving on to the charts, because this is what we want to talk about. Of course, let's move on the chat. Here's okay. So Kun is saying these numbers lagging 1 month. Lagging, well, if you want to call it lagging, that's how they are reporting it. But Yeah, welcome everyone. So happy to see you here. Okay, let's have a look. What did I say today? By the way, join Discord now because I have opened it for new people to join right now if for free. Usually it's like $50 right now because I still haven't got a course attached to it. So it's only that for, you know, my daily reviews and the charts and everything that I post every day over there. Now it's free. Join, you guys. Link is in the description box, also in the chat box. So it's easy for you to find. All right, cool. Moving on. So this morning, as I was reviewing the charts, let's remove the signals for now. We're just going to focus on the 12-hour real quick here. So the thing is, right, this morning I said there is few areas that I'm looking to enter long, but that would be an extremely high risk trade. The reason I'm saying that is because this price action down here for me is not a bottom price action. All right, it's not a bottom price action. I want to see price quickly run away, such as like here, but that was not a low, right? That was sort of like equal to, I can't even call that a higher low. What is even that? And then you know, I didn't like this candle here. This is what really you know, annoyed me. And it's not looking like a bottom here. And we're going to talk about all these things in more depth so you guys understand a little bit better. But anyway, the major point here is that we are looking for a break above this level over here. This is the level. I'm going to draw it. This is the level. Okay, so that's at 83,000. This is all approximate. Maybe if I click it, it's going to be more. Okay, 83,514. We want to see price break through that level because this is going to be our 4-hour confirmation. Actually, this is on the 12-hour, but if you move on the 4-hour, okay, let's move on the 4-hour, whatever. If you move on the 4-hour, you're going to see that if we break above here, this is going to give us a signal that we're going long. We're going to teach all these blocks and stuff in our coming course. So you guys, this is going to be second nature to you. But basically, this is the last bullish candle before the move down. So I'm looking for that to break. And I'm not seeing it with today's price action. I am not seeing that. And guess what? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. So this is why we gave that level and we said, before anything happens up there, anything that you take as a long, in my opinion, is risky. And for me, it's going to be super risky if I go long down here, because overall, we're still bearish. Okay. Now, we're very lucky to have created our indicators with my personal strategy on, which is down here. Let me remove this for 1 second. So our 4-hour strategy is giving us targets on the higher end. And the reason for that is because this is how the 4-hour strategy that I've developed works, based on fractal candle. And using the indicators, they're going to give you like the target immediately. Now, one thing about this strategy is like, we don't want to see within a target that's developed, because earlier this target was up here, this fractal, which was higher. We don't want to see new fractal highs developing, right? We don't want to see the target becoming lower, because that is showing us that price is maybe having second thoughts, right? Now this area is becoming even a huge, a bigger resistance. And we know that it's a bigger resistance because that's what it was all along. And we wanted to see it break. And it's not happening today. It's just not happening, even with the bullish news that we got, right? We're still dropping down. So is this a retrace? If this is a retrace, really, I don't, you know, we're trading into a massive, again, using my indicators. This is the 4-hour bullish fair value gap here. We're seeing a price imbalance of this big candle that traded up with the pauses yesterday. That got everyone like super excited. So, okay, all right. So we have this huge imbalance to fill. That's fine. So we're bullish before, you know, we break down here. And the major thing is that we have this support here at 78,000. I decided to draw it like that from now on, you guys, for you. Sugar Cookie and anyone, can you let me know? Can you read that number here? Borrowed 558. Hi, welcome. We have also another person that's new in the chat. I'm so happy to see that. You guys, let me know if you can read that, or should I make it bigger? 78,212.86. Yes. 86, not 06. Okay, well, I can make it bigger, I guess, a little bit. Okay, Diamond Eye says it's clear. Okay, we're not gonna do that now. All right, just a quick question. Anyway, let's focus. So this is a massive resistance that we have here. And if we open the other charts from before, we know that this is our 12-hour resistance here. That's our 12-hour resistance. All right, so that's why I've marked it for you guys. And below here, we also have another level on the previous chart that I showed. I'm not going to go there. And this was the daily liquidity on NASDAQ that was taken. This was the level here for that. So I have news for you today, and I want to share with you another reason why I think this is not the bottom. We're gonna discuss a bit more about that. But okay, one second. Let's remove the indicators right now and focus a little bit. For anyone who's new here, let's have a look. So on the 4-hour, using my indicators, I know that we have this double formation liquidity that had formed since, what are we looking at? Since March, beginning of March. This double liquidity is major. This is telling me that price is potentially going to go up and take this liquidity. But we know very well that above here, we have a massive sell zone that we're going to respect. And maybe I should pull the other chart. I don't know. Let's do that. Let's, what is this? Let's get rid of that. I was looking at, can we delete that? Delete that. Okay, so above here, we have massive resistance again on a higher time frame at the 95K and a sell zone above that. We know that we're going to get to that area sooner or later, but is this the bottom right now? No. And I'll tell you, in my opinion, no, and I'll tell you why. All right. So for that, we're going to go to NASDAQ. We're going to go to NASDAQ on the 12-hour. Pull our indicators and see where we're trading. Okay, so we've taken daily liquidity down here. Daily liquidity down here. This is what it looked long time ago, 1 month ago. It looked like impossible for us to get that low and take that liquidity, even this liquidity. Nobody believed, right? But this is what happened. We had this liquidity taken and we had this liquidity taken. Now, since we're seeing that we're heading for liquidity so like strong, yes, we're rejected from the liquidity now, but it's still not, trend has not reversed yet. And if I pull up the 12-hour chart, you can clearly see that we have more liquidity down here. Can you see it? Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. This is the other liquidity that I'm talking about down here, which is sitting at 16,300. Can I mark it? No. 16,328.75 for NASDAQ. Okay. All right. So that's how far from the bottom? Well, that's about 0.8%. Right? 0.7, 0.8% from where we are. And that's like, I think I need to zoom in a little bit more so we can have a better understanding. So we have liquidity 0.773, 0.75% below that low. Okay. So when we go back to Bitcoin, and see where we are, let's use this chart. See where we are, what do we have? What do we have down here? This is daily support. This is daily support on Bitcoin that we've been looking at for so many months now. Daily support that we've marked and we said, watch out, because this is going to be a level that is likely to be tested. Well, how far is this level? Well, that level is about 2.2% away. Well, that kind of lines up with the liquidity again on NASDAQ. So I really would like for price to drop to that level, and I will get a little bit more confident that, you know what, we might be reaching a bottom right now. Putting orders over here, it's possible. Like, I might consider it. I'm a bit too scared to do it right now, because for the sole reason that, you know, the buy zone in fact starts at 69,600, around that area for Bitcoin, right? But I'm willing to believe that this resistance at 72,700 82 is going to hold, meaning that I'm expecting for price to drop and wick that area, whether it touches the buy breaker block or I don't even care, and probably even it won't, right? Because a lot of times when price is really bullish on Bitcoin, it doesn't even go back to the breaker blocks or to the order blocks that are for buys, right? It doesn't even touch them. It just like slowly goes close to it, right? But then there is resistance areas and support areas that can hold, and this is one of them. I'm telling you guys, make a note of that. 72,782.72. Mark my words, this area is going to be wicked, because this is what always happens. And people that follow me and that use my indicators, they know that these areas are valid. Okay, so it's not something that I'm just making up right now, but I'm using NASDAQ as well to give me extra confidence. Okay, why is my trading view glitching again? All right, it's fine now. So do you see what I mean? This is what happens. Price, like Bitcoin follows NASDAQ, follows traditional markets. It's still correlated. There is no such decoupling like we saw down here, like we saw before. We had the decoupling. Okay, wait, I'm going too far. Here we are. Let's go back and look at this. We're talking August 5th, when we had the massive drop to the 49K level. Now, I want you to pay attention here, because this is very important. Now, the only time, not the only time, but one of the most important times where there was decoupling between Bitcoin and NASDAQ was around that time, you guys, because up here, when Bitcoin was rallying, NASDAQ was actually dumping. Okay, NASDAQ was dumping at that point, and Bitcoin was rallying. Pay attention, because this is absolutely possible. We might see NASDAQ dropping and then Bitcoin going up. So that's gonna signal decoupling at this point, and it's gonna show us that we're not correlated, but not for long, because always price catches up after. And this is when we got the drop at 49K. Looking on the 12-hour, look at the drop at the 49K. Spike down, spike up. Right? Do you call that spike? I don't know. But you see what I mean? Price just quickly escapes, leaves everyone here who's like, you know, selling the bottom and buying the top. All these super chats on Twitter, the crypto bros buying the tops and selling the bottoms. That's what happens. That's what's up, right? With million followers or whatever. And then you wonder why you're wrecked. Now, the thing is, right, if we have a lot of liquidity down here, lots of stops, is everyone going to be wiped down here? No. So I'm willing to believe that price is going to wick a little bit more aggressively. But this for me is a good buy zone. And like I said earlier, if my risk appetite was really, really high, which is not at all right now, I would be probably entering long around here on a retest of the 12-hour resistance at 78,214, right? Create a higher low and then go up and break through my bullish break zone. And then I'm willing to believe that this is actually a bottom for now. I'm not even going to believe that this is a bottom and that we're gonna get the all-time high from here. Because everyone knows what my thoughts are, in regards to price reaching to my area, which is 95K Bitcoin, taking this liquidity. Then we might get a massive rejection here and another drop. This is going to be very, very scary if that happens, because that then is going to remind us of moments where, such as recession, where this is how, bear market reacts, right? We have a rally and then we dump further. Typical bear market behavior. We don't want to see that, right? But it's possible. And I told you guys, and even yesterday when I was live at Aaron's show on what was it, Coin Bureau Trading, I told you there is no reason for us to get bearish. There is no reason for us to get bearish, because why? This is the price leg that we're trading on Bitcoin. This is extremely bullish leg, extremely bullish. I said the only reason this can turn into a very, very bearish leg is if we start losing the 0.5, which is at 62,000. Even then, we still have chance to reverse. you know, actually when things are gonna get really, really bad, if they are, is if we start trading below 49K. And that's the reality, because this is the price leg that we're trading. Do you guys understand? It's absolutely fine. It's bad, right? It's bad for a lot of people that bought the top, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to see, even if we drop down further, we're not going to see new all-time highs. I completely disagree with that. Because we need to start losing the 0.5, and we're not even close to it. And like I said, before we got this all-time high here, we were in a similar situation. We were in a similar situation, all right? Imagine this didn't happen. Imagine this didn't happen. So when we had our all-time high, and this was the price leg that we were trading, what happened? We dropped almost to the 0.5 of the price leg, but we didn't really lose the extremely bullishness of that leg. And then we got a new all-time high. So now we're seeing a similar thing. Of course, it's a little bit more aggressive. We're breaking structure to the downside. It's way more aggressive than this range. But the reality is the drop in the previous one from the high to the bottom was 33%, 33.5%. And right now we have done 32. I think yesterday we looked at it. Yeah, 31.2. Right? So we have a little bit more space to play about here. And that could happen. These are my thoughts. And most importantly, again, NASDAQ, right? Look at NASDAQ. The 12-hour liquidity sitting on where? The 0.5% of the price leg here. Here, let's look at the price leg. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, sorry. Okay. So this is the price leg that we're trading on NASDAQ right now. Should we go on a monthly? No, it's gonna get crazy if we go on a monthly. Let's stay on the weekly. Right? Why is this a price leg? Why is this a price leg? Clear structure break, clear structure break. So that's the price leg on NASDAQ that we're currently trading. This is the price range. This is the price range, everyone. I'm just repeating it so many times. So Nana is here. Say hi to Nana. So this is what I'm trying to explain to you. This is the price leg, and an extremely bullish price leg rejects from the 0.5. And this is what we're seeing right now. See, we haven't even reached the 0.5 here. We almost reached it and we're rejecting on NASDAQ. But that doesn't mean that we can't reject one more time. We didn't even the same candle, right? We didn't even the same monthly candle. So this month, and come down and take this liquidity, because this low here is our 12-hour liquidity on NASDAQ. And is that going to be fine? That's going to be absolutely fine. Is that going to be bullish? Yes, that's going to be absolutely extremely super bullish still. But then we've taken a lot of liquidity, and then I'm willing to believe that we have an actual bottom, because right now the market structure is bearish and it's not looking bullish at all. All right. Solana is in a buy zone. Ethereum, we spoke about Ethereum yesterday. Ethereum is also like a hair away of my buy zone. It hasn't reached my buy zone. Look how close. Look how close. We're talking, you know, 2%, 2.5% before reaching my buy zone. So we might be very close. We might be very close. So I don't want to make any rush decisions right now. I'm not making any rush decisions, because if I start buying right now, I'm going to get completely wrecked. I know it. So I just want to wait. I want to wait. I want to see an actual break of structure to the upside. Again, I'm going to repeat it to you guys where that is. Where that is for anyone that joined right now. I want to see a clear break of this level, 83,514.39 on Bitcoin. I want to see a clean break of that level, body close above that level on a 4-hour time frame. What am I seeing today? We reach the level and we reject. You know, if you are a trend line trader, let's say you are a trend line trader, I bet you this is a rejection from a bearish trend line. Like, I can see it with my eyes. I don't tend to trade trend lines, but it's a rejection of it right now. So this is really where we're at the moment. And you know, if some people are even want extra confirmation, then they want to see price close above 88,400, even above this area, right? But for me it's fine. For me it's fine if price breaks through here. I'm turning bullish for the short period, not for the long period. So I'll turn bullish once price breaks here. We're very close, but we rejected from it today. So, you know, the only hope is if this holds at 78,212, if we get a rejection from here to catch along again, extremely risky, super high risk, knowing that everything we calculated now with NASDAQ that has liquidity on the 12-hour, which is 1% away from the current bottom. We saw that Ethereum is like 2%, 2.5% away from the buy zone. We saw that Bitcoin is what? How many percentage away from our first support? 2.2%. Isn't that just aligning a little bit too perfectly? Like, it's just confluence over confluence. It's not giving me, it's not giving buy vibes. It's not giving buy right now. Okay. So the thing with that is, you know, a lot of traders would wait for a break of 88K. They want to see a break of 88K because there is a high resistance level above that as well. So a lot of them will wait for that. But honestly, if we see a break, I want to see finally my 95K liquidity taken. And then from here, we have a massive sell zone above it. We have high time frame resistance. I'm going to look to short, right? And it's not even that, right? It's not even 95 specifically. It's the whole area. Over here. It's really like between this high, so around $100,000, anything between 95K and $100,000, massive sell zone. So there is going to be inevitably some sort of reaction from that level, not to mention how everyone is like extremely super duper spooked right now, right? Calling for a bear market. Imagine what's going to happen then. Bitcoin goes to 100K. You think people are not going to exit? Think again. Excuse me. I'm pretty sure they will, actually. So, you know, this is an area where I'm looking to short. I want price to get there. And right now I am still short. Everyone knows my community shorted with me together. So I'm up like, I don't know how much actually, where can I check that? But yeah, I was like 800% up, something like that. We shorted Trump's speech. Why? Because we know that Trump is someone who, as soon as he starts speaking, the crypto markets throw wicks. You know, the markets throw wicks and they dump. This is what happens. And this is what happened. So it was a perfect time for a short. And yesterday, the guy has the decency to go on Twitter and say, bye. Excuse me, SEC. Can we have a chat about this real quick? What happened to all the regulations? Is this actually, you know, can he actually do that? Isn't that illegal? Guys, please let me know in the chat. What do you think? Should we like, you know, send a letter to the SEC? What's happening right now? So yeah, this is the situation, you guys. First level of break, we're looking 83,532.9. Trump is the ultimate KOL. I love that. Trump is a KOL. Sign up on my link. Trade on my link. Oh God. Actually crazy. Nuts. Extremely crazy. All right. Paul Premier. His sons tell him to send it after they hit their trades. Yeah, but that's what I was talking about it today. I was like, why did Trump send that signal? Was it because he was super embarrassed that one of his sons sent an Ethereum signal or something? He was like, yo, go ahead and buy ETH, and ETH like completely died. That was so funny. So then he's like, okay, let me you know, we're a good family. We give signals. We give signals, right? We're not. Oh my God. Comedy. And then one of my friends was saying today, oh, this is actually good. Like we have so much fun with Trump, this and that. I was like, oh my Lord. She's right though. She's right. All right. Repeat for everyone that just joined in. We're waiting for Bitcoin to break this level on the 4-hour, 83,532.9. Now, why do we wait for that? Because this is the area, right? This is the last breaker block here. We want to see that broken. Price is rejecting today, not giving me confidence at all. And I said that to you guys. Now, from here, I would like to, again, the numbers are helping me here. If I was to go long, I would look for a higher low created at 78,214.86. I even have a zone for ETH as well, which is around 1,540.48. A little bit higher than Bitcoin. But there is a reason for that. I'm looking at an inversion here, right? Price could drop a little bit further, but like genuinely, I would like to participate here. If I participate, I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet. It's not something that I have decided on. I'm really, really scared. And, you know, the reason is because we're just trading above my buy zone. We haven't reached my buy zone yet. Good news is though, on a 12-hour, we have liquidity for Ethereum at 2,100. So price can snipe up so fast and be like, you guys will get notifications on your phone. Hey, you know, Ethereum broke 2,000. That's what I'm expecting very, very soon. But I want to see another leg down. I do want to see another leg down. And I will be probably biting my nails a lot if I don't catch the buy here. But again, for ETH, the break zone, the safest break zone, let me mark it for you guys real quick, is up here, 1,814.88. If ETH breaks that with speed, Godspeed to us. We're good to go long. I'm good to go long. A little bit more confirmation for me. Okay, that's for ETH. And ETH is far further away from that zone, right? Bitcoin is closer. So that's why I'm watching Bitcoin a little bit more closely, because the zones for Bitcoin was reached today and we rejected from it, which is not what I like to see. Why not DCA along to the buy zone? Hima, why? Because I trade on high leverage, bud. So yeah, this is what I'm looking to do. We are on one tweet away from make it or break it. Yes. That's it, you guys, for today. There is nothing else I want to tell you. These are the zones. That's what I'm looking for. I want to see price break. I want to see a retest. I want to see a retest of the 78,214. Maybe I'll consider buys, maybe not. We'll see. To break this zone here, and until we break that zone, I am not bullish whatsoever. Some people are not bullish even until we break the 88k, with a very good reason, because overall we are bearish. You are most welcome, Ed. Thank you so much for being here. This is our last stream. You guys, again, if you want to get my indicators, you can get them. There's 20% off using the code April. Code April, capital letters. You can get it right now in the description box. And don't forget to join Discord while we still have the limited availability for everyone to join for free, because I am closing it under $50 fee. And you know, it was closed under a $50 fee, and I'm closing it again. The reason is because I'm giving a lot of my alpha over there, and because we get scammers in the chat that I tend to believe a lot that they're genuine people, because I'm being dumb. I trust people a lot. That this stops now. Stops right now. Okay. Like the video. Please don't forget to like the video, and I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys on Monday, and of course on Discord. Right? Love you so much, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. And end screen.